Your head is in a box, a box, a box. Your head is in a box, a box, a box. Your head is in a box, a box, a box. Your head is in a box, a box, a box. Your head is in a box, a box, a box. Your head is in a box, a box, a box. What's your head in?
Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
DARPA was established in 1958 in response to the Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik. Their stated mission is to maintain the United States' technological superiority in defense and national security. The agency invests in so-called high-risk, high-reward research and development projects, and over the decades has been instrumental in various technologies, such as the internet, bioweapons, blue light technology, geoengineering, mRNA technologies, and advanced manufacturing techniques. Blue light technologies typically involve the emission or manipulation of light in the blue spectrum approximately 450 nanometers to 495 nanometers. These technologies have found uses in areas such as lighting, LEDs, displays for smartphones, televisions, and medical applications in phototherapy. The intersection of blue light technologies and their development by entities like DARPA and the CIA reveals a complex relationship between technological advancement, human physiology and psychological health, and the ethics of mind control.
If you take genetic editing,
right.
Just as an example, it's you who are changed, and of course this has a big impact on your identity.
We need to realize that humans are now hackable animals. You can hack them. We have all this still myth of free will, that everything we choose is of our own free will. And this is a myth that served us well for a couple of centuries, but now it's becoming dangerous.
Numerous studies have found a link between excessive blue light exposure, especially at night, and increased rates of depression. The hormonal imbalance caused by disrupted melatonin production can lead to seasonal depressive symptoms, particularly in winter months when natural light exposure is limited. When blue light exposure is uncontrolled, it may contribute to mood disturbances and exacerbated depressive symptoms.
I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news.
Wait, that's not true?
And now if you give the tools to start changing or overcoming biology, just, you know, think about sex life. Almost every religion and every ideology wanted to really change human sexuality or limit it, but they couldn't. You had vows of chastity in the church, and how many people actually lived up to the vows of chastity? Now think, if you can really start messing with human biology, what will be the result of these sexual fantasies of different religions and ideologies?
Cognitive decline and impairment. Chronic sleep deprivation resulting from excessive blue light exposure is linked to cognitive impairments, including executive function, attention, and memory. Cognitive fatigue can hinder individuals' abilities to focus and engage in complex tasks, meaning they may perform poorly in professional and academic settings. Studies suggest that excessive blue light exposure may also lead to long-term cognitive decline. Research shows that persistent disruption in sleep quality can potentially lead to decreased neuroplasticity, negatively affecting learning and memory retention.
A good two-way communication system, direct communication system between brains and computers, this is kind of the watershed moment. I mean, once you have a good two-way, nobody has any idea what happens after that? Maybe in a couple of decades when people look back, the thing they will remember from the COVID crisis is this is the moment when everything went digital. And if this was the moment when everything became monitored, that we agreed to be surveyed all the time, not just in authoritarian regimes, but even in democracies. And maybe most importantly at all, this was the moment when surveillance started going under the skin.